Hey everybody, how we doing this fine Monday evening? I hope everybody's doing great out there. Of course, as usual, I'm joined by American Pride Ohio. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing great, brother. Appreciate you asking. How about yourself?
Oh, buddy, you know me, I'm good for nothing. Guaranteed good for it, though. Hopefully everybody's having a great night. I decided to get on here. We finally have all the information to go from the beginning all the way to the end. And tonight we're going to go through all of it. I have a copy of the body cam footage thanks to Jeebus Crisp. He allowed me to use his video, his copy of the body cam footage. I have the court transcripts, and I have the final written disposition by the judge to put the finality on this case. So I figure that I didn't exactly agree with the way it turned out. So I wanted to present it to everyone else and see what you guys thought. So I would assume that the best thing to do is to go ahead and start with the body cam video, seeing as that is how this whole entire thing started. So we'll get an idea of what the Ohio State Highway Patrol that actually made the stop and the arrest. We'll get a view of his perspective from the body cam footage. Then we'll read through his arrest report and what he wrote. Then we'll take a look at the court transcript to see what happened inside the courtroom while they were in court. And then, of course, you know, the final disposition. So we'll start with that body cam footage. Have you seen this video yet, Eugene?
No, sir, I have not. I've heard a lot about it, but I have not seen it.
Well, here we go. So hold on to your hat.
Are we done, bud? Not too bad.
This, of course, is the mayor's vehicle. You'll see him as the driver here in just a second. This cuts in right as the Highway Patrol was walking up to his vehicle. He had just initiated a stop.
Pulling me over? Yeah, pulled right behind me. Okay. That's your driver.
Again, this is the video from Jeebus Crisp. I did not alter the video. He did. But I do like how he put that in there, and I agree. You notice how the mayor turned right around and said, "You pulling me over?" Like he was so surprised that that might actually happen. Put a 1 in the chat if you think the mayor is under the influence of alcohol and or something else. And put a 2 if you think he is stone cold sober. Because obviously I want your opinion. That's going to matter here very, very shortly. Thinks that he's privileged above everybody else. Apparently he doesn't realize that he works for us. He's not fucking in charge of us. However, he's never going to know that if you all here in the town won't stand up with me to show him that. He doesn't give a damn what I say. When I met the man, he acted like a total dick. Wouldn't even speak to me. I walked up. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it one more time while I got you on here. They were promoting John Hammonds to sergeant, and that video is on my other channel. And I had walked up to the mayor after it was over, and I put out my hand, and as I put out my hand, he put his out, and just as our hands touched, our palms touched to shake, I was speaking, and I said, "Hello, Mayor, I am Terry, the Ironton auditor. I hadn't had a chance to meet you yet," and before I could get all those words out of my mouth, he had already recoiled, pulled his hand plumb out of mine, turned around, and walked the fuck away, and that was it. Didn't say hi, howdy, kiss my ass, fuck you, nothing. That was my one and only face-to-face meeting with the man that they call mayor. What a man for the people, huh? So anyway, that's what kind of sumbitch y'all got trying to lead your city. That's what kind of leadership you have in there. Imagine what all the people under him must be like. Imagine how hard it is to be an honorable person serving under a shit like that. Imagine what kind of leadership that man. When the leadership in a town looks like that, well, shit, I don't need to tell you. You tell me. What do you think of that, Eugene? What does that mean about everybody that works under a sumbitch like that? You know what really sucks about this is the mainstream media covered this right after it happened, right? But
Right.
they didn't come back to follow up on it at all. They left it off with saying that he had no comment, and his attorney had said that that none of this had any effect or on his abilities to be mayor. Well, I disagree. I don't put anything past this sumbitch. I really don't. I don't put anything past him. And I think everybody in there in town, within the sound of my voice, I think that you need to be paying attention to your mayor. Anyway, guys, there is Mayor Sam Cramblett of Ironton, So before Chili tries to get in on it and act like he has anything to do with this fucking town, which he doesn't, just wanted you to know that Ironton Auditor knows a lot more than he's spoken of, and it's all coming. It's going to be brought out on this channel. There are a few other things we're going to talk about as we go. A few other things I got to point out. A few other balls I got to bust. But I've been at this almost a year now. The only problem is it's taken me a while to get my ducks in a row and get the proof, because I won't be like everybody else. I won't tell you something happened. I will show you the facts that it happened or it didn't fucking happen, right? Because it's not about what I believe. It's about what I can prove. So as you see tonight, I brought all the proof from beginning to end. So now you know. Now you know the level of corruption, and that's just one part. We're just getting started, getting ready to crack this pus bucket open. Something tells me it's going to stink pretty bad once we start digging in. That's just a guess. We haven't got all the way into it yet. We're still working on it, guys. But, you bust a scab off that thing and this kind of pus runs out, it kind of makes you wonder what's in there. You know what I mean? What's got this festering up? So I guess we're going to have to figure all that out as we go, right? But usually they at least read them out at some point. They didn't bother to do that. Why? Because it wasn't formal anyway, apparently, and they didn't give a shit. Everybody in question knew for a fact that they were going to let him fucking walk on it. Why? Because apparently he's the mayor. Apparently he's the mayor, and that must apparently carry some weight with Scioto County judges and prosecutors, which don't make much sense to me.
They're back in each other's play, brother.
Yeah, well, we ain't.
No, sir.
Back in shit. And I'm here to tell you the truth. So now you guys know what's going on in that town, or at least part of it. You know what's going on at the highest level as far as the mayor is concerned. And understand that the mayor is the top-ranking police officer in that city. He doesn't wear a badge, and he doesn't have police power, but he is absolutely in first control. He is directly over the chief and the highest-ranking member of the police department. He controls it all. So that, like I said, when you have leadership like that, imagine what happens at the bottom when your leader is like that. So guys, what do you think out there? Do you put a 1 in the chat if you think we got some justice in this town? Put a 2 in the chat if you think it's all screwed and that it was absolute horse shit and that it needs to be investigated. And if no one else will do it, we'll have to do it ourselves, because it's the proof of the pudding. See, as they always say, the proof's in the pudding, Well, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed your nightly pudding for this Monday evening. I hope everybody sees what we're dealing with in here and how it can go. So while they can't tell us no about the public records, they will sure sometimes put up a bit of a stink and do everything they can to discourage you. Hold true. And if you here in the local area, if you have any problems whatsoever getting that kind of stuff, holler out to me. Let me know. irontonauditor@gmail.com. Give me a holler. I'll come and help you. We'll get it. I promise you. If they need a deposit, we'll find a way to get it done, but I promise you we'll get it done. That is a fact. And I'm here to tell you that, now I'm on it. Well, I've been on it for almost a year, but now you get to see a little bit of my auditing skills. Everybody says I'm not an auditor. Well, that's because they think that word means that you're, auditing a traffic stop and the cop's behavior on it. Well, yeah, I've done that. I just didn't bitch about it while I was doing it. But now you see that I'll dig even deeper. I'll go all the way. I'll get all the paperwork and I'll show you everything. It ain't just some shit I say on the sidewalk, because that ain't changing nothing. I'm telling you this not because it'll change anything, but because I'm hoping it'll change your hearts and minds out there and piss you off like it did me, so that we can stand together and put a stop to this shit. It needs to stop. It needs to absolutely stop. 100%. This big fucking club that they got in there, we need to bust that shit up and get rid of every single fucking member in it and put some real people in there to run this town. And I bet it'd be a town we could be proud of and be happy to live in again. That's my opinion. What do you think, Eugene? You've lived in there for a long time, ain't you? Good bit of your life?
Yes, sir.
Are you proud of your town? Or
no, I'm not. I'm embarrassed of my town.
Do you think that if we get rid of these assholes and put a little time and effort into it, it can be brought back, can it? The people were good, right?
I guarantee it. Love the people here, but fuck you, Sam Cramble. I hope you're listening. Fuck
right.
you.
It was good to see his ass go in a pair of torture cuffs, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. It was.
All righty, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here for the night. I don't want to keep you all night. I just wanted to get on here and show you a little bit of what we're dealing with. I'll have more videos to come on this channel. Like I said, we'll be reviewing some of my older stuff. We'll go over a few videos. I've got some other people that I'll bring in and give their opinion on a few things. We're going to have a little fun on this channel, and it's going to be completely different than the other one. We're not going to be out driving around through town. We're going to be talking about some of the things we've found during the year that that Eugene and I have been driving around this town, because we see and know a lot. You know, the problem comes when we try to prove it to you. So that's why you don't hear us say a whole lot about certain things, because we haven't had the proof, but you know, we're getting that. So as we get it, we'll bring it to you, and if I can, I'll bring it to you right here live. That's my plan. So I wish you all the best evening. APO, thank you for being here with me, man. As always, I appreciate you being that right arm of mine. You guys know that everywhere I go, he's usually right there with me. He's been right up in the shit knee deep with me. So I appreciate you for that, sir. Very, very much. Thank you for being here with me.
Anytime, brother.
And you guys out there in the chat, you know we love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for taking the ride with us, guys. We love having you here, and if it weren't for you, we wouldn't have a show. Hell, it'd just be me and Eugene sitting around bitching. So I'm glad that you guys come in to listen to us bitch a little bit. So for the moment, guys, Ironton Auditor and APO out, and we'll catch you on the next run.